everybody, I'm Anna.
And I'm Michelle.
And we're the Two Mythical Unicorns, and today we will be talking about what we're looking forward to in 2020.
Yes.
We're doing books, movies, TV shows, and anime.
Yes.
Not in that order.
No.
And we're not the best at communicating on how we're supposed to do this. We say, okay, let's do this video. Yeah, that sounds great.
And then we do it two different ways.
So I have like half the stuff. Like I have 5 or 6 per category. And you have 10.
I have 10 on each. I have no anime because I don't watch anime.
Yeah, I have the anime.
This will be interesting.
Yeah. Should we start with the anime?
Sure.
And the thing is, I don't have any new animes.
So it's like
season 2s and 3s and 4s. Because it's so hard to tell before if it's gonna be good or not.
Yeah.
And since I don't really read manga,
You don't know the stories yet.
No, I can read like a summary of what it's about, but it doesn't really tell me anything until I watch it. Let's get started. First up is Haikyuu to the Top. And that is a volleyball show. And that is like 3rd season, maybe? I don't know. I lost count. But I'm very excited. It's been like maybe 3 years since the last season came out. Maybe even longer. But I'm very excited. Then we have Attack on Titan, the last season.
Oh.
Which is also very exciting. And I think it's gonna be like a good place to end it on. So, just
hope for the best.
Yeah. And then we have ReZero season 2. I think it's ReZero Waking Up in Another World. It's the full name. Another isekai. But the first season was so good. I'm so excited for the second season. And then we have Yakusuko no Neverland season 2. The first season came a year ago, and I think it's gonna be in the spring. And this is a bit of a horror, scary. It's also very good. And then Dr. Stone season 2. And then we have The Rising of the Shield Hero season 2. They were also new animes in 2019.
Yeah.
They were also very good. Obviously, I think all of these are very good, otherwise I wouldn't be looking forward to them. I feel like it's... Yeah. And then we have Fruits Basket, which is more of a slice of life hint of magic.
Yeah.
And this is a long one.
Oh gosh.
Muyo and Royi's Bureau of Supernatural Investigation season 2.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
This was one I was like, I could watch this.
Yeah. It has a very different kind of animation. Like the style to the animation is very different from like the usual stuff. Right. And the story is really good and the characters are really weird. So those were the 8 animes that I'm really looking forward to in 2020.
Yay!
Yay! So what do you want to do next?
Let's go TV shows.
You start. You have a lot of them.
Well, also a disclaimer, because I mentioned 2 different Asian shows in our roundup for the best shows and stuff in 2019. I have no Asian like movies or anything on this list because I'm not, as you say with animes, I'm not into Asian shows enough to be able to look at a trailer and go, that's one I'm gonna watch. Yeah. So there's none of that on this list, unfortunately, but I'll probably watch quite a few of them anyways. Okay, so the first one I have is Dead Waterfell, which is a Scottish crime drama with David Tennant.
That's something to look forward to.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm not good enough at doing research. Like half of the stuff that I watch, I get from you.
Yeah. This is true. I think that's a good start.
Yeah. Since I don't have that many, do you want to do the next one too?
Alright. I have The Sandman, which is an adaptation of Neil Gaiman's comic book series, which was like huge, that he did for like 20 years or so. It's unlikely that it'll premiere in 2020. It might be at the end of the year, or it might be early 2021. If you know anything about Sandman, it's essentially about Dream, that his father is time and his mother is space, or something like that. It's like...
Sounds very Neil Gaiman.
It's, yeah.
I'll go with a season 2.
Yeah.
Carnival Row.
Oh, yeah.
Because that was my favorite show
Mhm.
in 2019, and there's gonna be season 2.
So it's happening.
Yes. and it's fantasy, and it's fairies, and sort of like start of the Industrial Revolution kind of world. Like,
Alright.
it's not a modern society, but it's like there is electricity and factories and stuff.
Right. Cool. I'll take the one show that I have season 2 that I'm looking forward to, which is Miracle Workers.
Ooh, there's gonna be season 2.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's an anthology series, so it's not going to be the same characters. It's all the same actors, but it's completely different storyline. So I think, as I've understood, Daniel Radcliffe is going to be some sort of king. Once again, it seems utterly ridiculous.
Sounds awesome.
I'm so excited. Let's go with Cursed, which is a Netflix show.
Mhm.
Which essentially I've understood as, you know, the tale of King Arthur, how you like pull the sword from the stone. Yeah. It's that story, but it's a female Arthur. So it's a woman, and the story is going to be different, but it's based on that.
Yeah.
Legend.
Nice. Another season 2, and this is also like, I'm not sure it's gonna be in 2020.
Okay.
It might be 2021, but The Witcher.
Oh yeah, of course.
Because I enjoyed that too.
Yeah.
It's a good story. It's a good world. I enjoy it.
I have another adaptation, Normal People. Sally Rooney wrote it. It takes place in Ireland. And it's about social classes and love and friendship and all of the things. And it sounds great.
Sort of a drama.
Yeah.
I have another season 2. So, Umbrella Academy season 2.
Oh yeah, of course. I forgot about that.
Yeah. Because that was good too. And
yeah,
it's about some kids that are no longer kids.
Yes.
But they were raised sort of as siblings.
Kind of.
In the same home, because they have special powers.
Yes. A show called Run, which I discovered because of Donald Gleason. This essentially sounds like it's a woman who's sort of down on her life. She's like, oh, I don't know what I want to do or whatever. And then an old flame turns up. And they're gonna fulfill an old promise from when they were teenagers. But it sounds fun. Yeah.
Okay, so this one is a new one.
Ooh.
So is Extraordinary Playlist.
That's also on my list. One thing that I do remember about this was that she hears other people's thoughts in music. Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Yeah, that's my last one.
Yeah.
It's about Bucky.
Yeah.
Like,
and Falcon.
Superheroes.
Yeah.
You know, Marvel.
Marvel stuff.
So, I'm out of TV shows.
You're out of TV shows. Okay, I've only got 2 more. They're doing an adaptation of Brave New World.
You're looking at me like I'm supposed to know what this is.
Yeah.
And I don't.
It's often talked about in the context of 1984 as well. So 1984 was one of these like gritty, really like sad futures, right?
Yeah.
Not happy. Brave New World is essentially, it was sold as saying that it was like the world that was created was supposed to be a utopia. Problems. But there are still problems for other reasons. The reasons for them being done is not great.
Yeah.
So this is it's a old dystopian classic essentially.
Yeah.
And then we have Dash and Lily, which is also going to be a Netflix show, which is an adaptation of the novel by David Levison and yeah, now you made the connection. And her name is Rachel Kahn because they were two people. I don't remember much of the novel. I remember enjoying it. It was cute. So that could be fun. And that was it for TV shows.
Let's move on to movies. I have 4 movies.
Right.
So maybe I should just do my 4.
Go for it.
And then you do yours.
Sure.
Okay, so I am a big fan of Despicable Me, Minions.
Yes.
And now there's coming a new one.
Why?
Because the world needs more Minions. So it's The Rise of Gru. And yeah. It's just the Minions. The Rise
Continuing.
of Gru. Yeah. And that is awesome.
Okay.
It doesn't matter if you're an adult. If you haven't watched Despicable Me or the Minions, you should, because it's just great. And then we have Venom 2.
Oh yeah.
And the first one made me very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But I still enjoyed it. Like somehow. It was still a good movie.
Right.
But yeah, there is coming a second movie, and that is exciting. And then we have Wonder Woman 1984.
Oh yeah.
Also, big fan of superheroes.
Yes.
And then we have Jojo Rabbit.
Yes. This is not. I forgot about this when I was writing it up,
Yeah.
and then I reminded you, and you wrote it. So thank God.
We've talked about it because
Yes.
that seems like a fun movie. Not fun, but like
but it's
weird.
yeah.
Fun.
It's gonna be great.
Horrible other stuffs.
Yeah.
But like it looks like I'm gonna enjoy that movie.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
Yeah. Now you do yours.
Death on the Nile,
Mm-hmm.
which is an Agatha Christie adaptation.
Mm-hmm.
They did Murder on the Orient Express
Mm-hmm.
like 2 years ago.
I
or
didn't
so.
enjoy that one.
I quite liked it. So this is just another one of those novels that is
Yeah.
being adapted, and it's the same. Well, Poirot is the same.
Yeah.
The other characters are not going to be in this.
Yeah.
The next one is the personal history of David Copperfield. If I'm thinking correctly, this should also be an adaptation, actually. Dev Patel is going to be David Copperfield, I think. And he's good, so that's nice. But I'm excited. That'll be good. In the Heights, a musical from the stage to the... So Lin-Manuel Miranda, who wrote Hamilton. So this is the first musical that he wrote, essentially. So now they're bringing that to the screen. And it sounds great. The next one is a Bond movie. But the villain in this one, in the Queen movie, he plays Freddie Mercury, is going to be the villain. So I was like, this sounds good.
Yeah, maybe. Might watch that.
I was like, this one, yeah, okay. And then there's going to be a movie, I think that's also, it's an adaptation, Dune, which is a huge, like, it's a big book from the beginning. It's like a sci-fi book, also a classic. I know of it because Timothée Chalamet is gonna be in it. That could be cool if they make it well. Then there's West Side Story.
I've not seen that musical, but I know of it.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm the same. I've never seen West Side Story, so I don't know much of it either. Ansel Elgort is in the lead. That's always good. He can sing, he can dance. Yeah. That's a positive. I have a lot of adaptations, I've just realized, because there's another one, The Secret Garden. But I think this is a fantasy story.
I recognize it, but
yeah.
I can't.
But it's another one where it's like quite a classic, I think. And I read about the comments that were saying like this looks good and it looks like it could be a good adaptation. So I'm excited because I think that could be cool.
Yeah.
And then there's another Christopher Nolan film coming out this year.
Okay.
And I have no idea what this is going to be about. I only know that it's his film and it's called Tenet, possibly. Because I don't think I've seen a movie of his that I haven't liked. So that's always a plus.
Yeah.
And the last one is another one of those where it's like, it's the director. So it's Edgar Wright. And this movie is called The Last Night in Soho. So most likely that's where it's gonna take place. Over a night.
Yeah.
Don't know.
Maybe we should just do a separate one from books.
Okay.
This took way longer than we planned.
Yeah.
So you'll get a part 2 for just books.
Yes.
And if there's anything you're looking forward to in 2020, in movies, books, like books we could take in the other one, but like movies, shows, anime.
Yeah. Let us know.
Wherever. Let us know down in the comments. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. And until next time, bye.
Bye.